Welcome back to Moonshine Performance. Once again, we're at the racetrack and it's race day. We found kind of a major problem last time. Well, not major where it's going to hurt anything, but our tire pressure gauge was reading. We wanted like 6 pounds of pressure in here for the tires, and that's what it was telling us. And we got a new one because it was leaking air kind of, and apparently we had 11.5 pounds in these tires. So that is, we saw a 125 60 foot the last time, but 11.5 pounds is way too much, and there was big buckles that we kind of thought looked weird, but just went with it, I guess. But that's all we've really changed. We're here, we checked tranny fluid, checked oil, checked everything. Everything's good to go. We've made it back home here, and I'm in the trailer, and it's raining, so you'll probably hear that. And there's a train going by, but I'm gonna go through and kind of show you what we got for times. We made 4 passes that night. It was Friday. This is the first pass, second pass, third pass, and this bottom yellow one is the 4th pass. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through what happened. I'm on the right over here. This is my first pass, and if you're kind of looking at this, this is very, very slow. Nothing. I forgot to put it in first, so I was trying to launch, and it didn't dawn on me at that point. And then as soon as I let go, or as soon as it started taking off down the track, I realized I was in second. I forgot to put it in first, so the trans brake wouldn't hold. It doesn't hold unless you're in low, and we got a terrible 60 foot. I left early and all that stuff, so that was kind of an aborted pass there. This is the second pass, and this is the best pass of the night. Brett got this one, and it was we had a 120 60 foot, which is very decent. And then we also ran 5.62 at 119 mile an hour, basically 120 because it's 9.9. But that's the best pass to date with the car. And then I came back and ran, let's see, I ran a 5.71 over here with a terrible 60, well, not a terrible 60 foot, but a slower 60 foot by a long shot too. This is 120, this is 128. We dropped some more tire pressure, and I don't think it liked it. We also upped the shift RPM because we were banging off a rev limiter once it would, right before it would shift. which I think it's because of a timer we had in the delay box, but there's still bugs you got to work out. And then this is Brett's last pass. Let's see, which one is it? This one, we ran a 1-2-3 60-foot, so it got better, but still, this is the second pass all night, and this was the best pass. But ran a 1-2-3 60-foot, and at 5.70. So this pass and my second pass isn't far off from each other, but this first pass really surprised us. I think we're going to go ahead and we didn't change timing or anything like that. We're going to bring the tires back up to 5.5 pounds. We had them at 5, I believe, for the other passes, but this one was 5.5 pounds. We were shifting at 63.50, and I think that's pretty much it. There's one big problem with the car, though. Pick up the camera here. If you'll notice, we have the carburetor off. When you go to get up onto the trans brake, you cannot come up on the car quick because it'll bog. There's a bog in it, and we're gonna go ahead and try to fix that bog this week. We're not gonna go racing this weekend. It's Monday now. We are gonna go racing in 2 weeks from now, so not this Friday, but next Friday. But we're gonna try to fix that bog. We've been trying to fix it, we just can't figure it out. But we noticed that we do have loose throttle shafts, so we're gonna go ahead and bush those. That way it seals everything up. It could be a vacuum leak. And we're also fixing our secondary accelerator pump because it's kind of delayed. But if we got football extensions, I'll just go ahead and show you the carb. And here's the accelerator pump here, and you can see it's kind of off kilter there. And look at that play there. So it's adjusted right, because if you bring it all the way down, it doesn't have any more room to go. And so we can't really take that down any further, otherwise it could mess up that accelerator pump flange. So we're gonna go ahead and make up a new one. Have you got it anywhere? We are gonna use, I don't know exactly what you're doing. I'm working on something different. You coming back over?
Basically, I'm gonna cut this off and then weld this on.
And extend it, that way we can have it
so
flat.
I can have it flat.
And take the play out of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that fixes it.
I'm gonna cut it off probably right here and play with it and try to get to where it's straight. Because they got these float bowl extensions that came with the alcohol kit. For whatever reason, you can't get enough adjustment out of it. It's not right.
Other than that, and like I said, we've got some play in the throttle shafts, so we're gonna go ahead and bush those while it's out too. And other than that, I think that's pretty good. I've gone through, and a 5.62 is not bad, so we're gonna keep running it. Hopefully we can knock a little bit more off the time. But also the converter. We're gonna change out the converter. Over here in Moonshine, garage is a mess. Over here in Moonshine, we've got a 5,000 stall converter in here, and we launch on Sloppy over there in the trailer. We launch at like 4,800. That's what it was. That was the other number that we upped. We upped the launch, and it ran slower. So we are not launching off the converter. We have a 56 stall converter in that car, so we're not launching off of that flash of the converter. We're launching off of a two-step essentially. So we're going to take the converter out of here, throw it in that other transmission, and hopefully it runs better. It'll also help when we shift from the 1-2. It'll keep that converter locked out for that way it can go up. Because if you listen in the video, it kind of launches and bogs a little bit, and then it really takes off once it hits over 5,600, and then it'll bang off the rev limiter and shift, and it does the same thing again. So hopefully this is going to help us. Here's that accelerator pump arm, and it came out really well. It's nice and straight on there. We're able to adjust it perfectly. Another thing too, we got the converter in here, and we're just kind of thinking that this converter is out of a 3,000 pound truck. Honestly, it's out of that car over there, out of Moonshine, but it was originally in a 3,000 pound truck and had more power than what we have here. And we took that grain one, and we decided to send it off to get it turned into what we need with this application. So we told them, we gave them a whole bunch of information. We have a lifetime tuning, I guess, on it. And so we got that sent off, and we're waiting for that to come back now. But the accelerator pump did not fix the bog. We're thinking it needs more fuel right off the pump, right off the crack, because if you come up easy, it works just fine. But if you really smack it, it'll bog. But all that aside, we've got the wing struts up here. We are working on getting this wing put back together. Here are the innards of it over here, and both of those end caps right there, both of the welds broke, so I'm gonna have to go back through and re-weld those up. We're also going to rewrap it in new aluminum, but we're going to leave it bare aluminum. And he's working on this right here. This is the end, I guess the fins or whatever. We're just going to sand these down and polish them up real nice. There's the other side. And so that's what the end's going to look like. It's just going to be bare aluminum. That way, because at the end of the pass, when you start to slow down, rocks, we notice that rocks fly everywhere. I mean, they'll come back and hit you in the helmet right in there. And there was chips on it before, like right under, this would be like the underside of the wing right here, and they'd fly up and hit the underside of the wing. So we're just going to leave it bare aluminum so the black paint doesn't get chipped, because that's what we would have painted it. That's what we're working on now. I might record a video for that wing, who knows, but I think that's it now. We're waiting for the converter, and we'll go racing again. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.